debate anything.
It's fair.
I'm going to debate your right to debate. Yeah.
I could debate that mashed potatoes aren't actually potatoes.
How are they not potatoes?
Well, potatoes are hard. They live in the ground. They got dirt on them. Mashed potatoes have milk, and sometimes they can have cheese in them and stuff, and they're all mushy.
They should
mashed
always have cheese in.
Always have cheese in them.
Well, there you go. There you go. So mashed potatoes aren't potatoes.
Of course they're potatoes.
They're
They're
potatoes.
just
Mashed.
gussied up potatoes.
They're potatoes plus.
See what I mean? You can debate it.
It doesn't make you right.
Speaking of debates and such things, I know we're not able to like text it out at the moment, but like, what is essentially Douglas's consensus after the bomb dropped, more or less, on him?
Oh, he thought it was going to be worse.
Oh. Kitty cat. What do you want, baby?
Yeah. Man's at this point, he's part of like 10 different conspiracies.
Yeah.
The spy.
Yeah, it's like you're a spy or something.
Mm.
He's the spy who shagged Bridget.
You need me to have discretion? Lol, okay. That's literally my job.
Well, it's less discretion, more like, hey, this could literally get me killed. So yeah, forgive me for not telling you immediately. Sorry about your desk and your closet that got ruined.
Well, you can always pay me back.
You'll have to bother Kat for that. She's the one with the money. Making his child or pay for everything. Listen, I'm a fucking hobo. Does it look like I have money?
Yeah, there we go. That's literally Douglas right there.
What?
I posted a GIF.
Oh, I'm drawing Bridget, so I didn't see.
Oh, good job, baby.
Kitty, what are you doing?
Kitty.
Well, Kitty is being naughty.
I've been so nice and naughty.
God damn it.
Have you seen the artist compilation of that?
Oh, yeah, the reanimated, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's so good.
Very good.
That guy was so creepy. Fucking... God damn it. Good, you came out of there. Alright. Are we... Kay said that she's going to be late, so do you guys want to start?
Well, I mean, Ark had to be RB, so no.
Oh.
Yeah, we're waiting on Art, but otherwise everyone's here.
Hello, new friend. My name is Fred. The words you hear are in my head. I said my name is Fred, and I've been very naughty.
God damn it. There's a reason why they locked him up in the insane asylum.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Chatty girl?
As mortal darkness approaches, we must prepare. Who's up, Blinky?
Cats.
I'm a good. Hold on a second.
Oh, you guys want to hear something incredibly awesome and awful at the same time, but mostly awful because this person's a horrible individual and probably should have their animal taken away?
What
Oh
happened?
no.
A lady ran their little dog through the X-ray this morning.
What?
What?
A lady put her dog through the X-ray this morning.
Why?
Because she was old and stupid, and we wanted to take that animal away from her but couldn't.
I mean, shit, when I had to fly with my cats, they told me to take the animal out so they could scan the carrier.
You do not put any living creature direct contact with X-rays.
No, that's how they die.
She had a carrier, but it was the kind that was not super obvious that it had an animal in it. She did not say that she had an animal in her carrier, and so she put it in, and it got all the way through the X-ray before the operator said, "That's a fucking dog," and we pulled it out as quickly as possible, and basically it was, "What is wrong with you? Why is this animal still in the carrier?" And she's like, "I didn't know. It's like, it's an X-ray."
Also, if you didn't know where your dog was, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, it's like, you're a pet owner. You should be aware of what your animal is doing and needs to be doing when you travel. It's like, the "I didn't know" excuse only flies so far, because it's like, you're traveling. You should know, or at least do a little bit of research, or just ask if you don't travel much. It's
like the same with kids.
Yeah.
You wouldn't put a toddler in there, even though they have to scan the stroller.
No, none of that. Have to do bad.
Oh.
So the worst,
Can
the
only
worst,
do stupid.
Okay.
Hello.
The worst part of it though is when they got done screening her, the officer who was taking care of her, is like, you probably want to take them to a vet and make sure that they're okay, because the machines we use puts out a lot of radiation. They put the thing behind like big metal shielding for us, and they're still like, don't be around them too long because it still oozes out, a little bit. And if you're like leaning up against it or doing, things that you shouldn't around it, you can still get dosed with it, because of course it's, government industrial stuff. So like, everybody just take a couple steps back from it at all times.
Yeah.
And
I know that.
And she's like, no, I think they'll be fine. And this isn't like a medium-sized dog, or, this is a little...
It sounds like a chihuahua.
Yeah, this is like teacup terrier size. It's a tiny dog. And it
Well,
was
the
like...
radiation could fuck him up.
She cooked it. It's like...
Is he dead?
No, it's not dead, but it's going to be. It absolutely is going to die. And that's the really awful, unfortunate thing. It's like, you killed your dog.
She won't. She's not going to blame you either, or she's not going to blame herself either. She's going to blame you guys.
Yep. I mean, it's going to be too late, because it's gonna have a very slow and awful death, because of suddenly having cancer now, or other horrible things as its insides were irradiated. But yeah, so she's just like, no, I don't think I need to take it. It'll be fine. And it's like, I'm sorry, what? You just put... Okay, sure, no. It's your pet. It's your right to be this irresponsible with a living creature. Okay.
Hey, I I appreciate that you needed to bed about this. Can we not talk about this right now? I can't handle it.
Okay.
It's okay.
That's just really awful.
It is. It is. And yeah, let's.
I'm also a little bit too drunk for it right now.
Oh.
How much did you have?
I didn't have much, but I'm drunk enough, okay?
Oh.
For this to be
Look,
really
if you don't-
upsetting.
Krista, mashed
Yes?
potatoes aren't potatoes. That should be your first giveaway.
Okay, listen. I don't hang out with drunk people very often, okay?
That's fair. All right, but we are here. We should probably get rolling.
Yeah.
Cool.
And scene.
So I realized I hadn't finished putting in some discipline stuff for this character, so I'm doing that real fast.
Okay. We're not doing Finn and that. We're doing the other coterie.
Yeah, no, I know.
Hi, sweetheart. Hi.
I created a new person for it.
Yes.
But I haven't quite finished it. But it's only that stuff, so I should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So, welcome back, everyone, to Vancouver by Night. Tonight we will not be rejoining the Marischal. Tonight we are joining Douglas Velvet and his coterie as they try to get information for the Marischal, specifically about Mr. Cade and his business dealings.
I wasn't prepared for that. Let me put on my Toreador hat.
Totally a Toreador.
Definitely a Toreador.
Absolutely. What would make you think otherwise? I love that this has become a running joke now.
Mm-hmm. Nobody questions it. It's fine.
Exactly.
So, the camera comes in on Gothferatu. Douglas, where are you?
Just hold on a second. Sorry.
I did have a question about Thin Bloods as well.
Okay.
Are they... So I know they take damage like humans, but they can't, like... Do they die like humans as well?
You get knocked into torpor.
Okay,
Okay.
so what was the question? Sorry.
What is Douglas doing this night? Is he in his office, or is the bar closed and he's on the main floor?
Is this after the whole incident?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So we open with Douglas coming out of the same soundproof room he had been talking to Desra in on a previous night. And he's wearing white gloves and a white apron.
But how white is the apron still?
It is very red.
There we go.
And he doesn't even look back at the poor fucking soul that's in said room. He's just gone. He's been as good as his word with this school that has been taking up residence as of late with his in his establishment. So he shuts the door after tying up his guest. Takes off the gloves, takes off the apron, and disposes of them. Probably hands them off to Chris to burn them. or whatever needs to be done with them, and he's going to return to his office.
And you've called the rest of your coterie here tonight?
Yes, I have.
Though Mallory never picked up the phone.
Expected. Mallory is independent from a lot of my other allies, so that's understandable. That's not a problem. I've just gently reminded them, or their sire rather, that discretion must be made to what happened last time. So now I know if there's any leaks, it was either Mallory or him, is basically the thing I said.
Lizzie, you're probably in Gothferatu right now. You do have a nasty bullet wound.
I'm probably busy nursing that with alcohol.
Question, is Nosferatu still closed for the time being?
It is.
Yes.
It is.
Okay.
It's been officially closed for renovation, and certain contacts of Douglas's and Chris's have managed to smooth things over with the press, so there isn't too much of bad press for Nosferatu, other than the initial news report that a shooting happened. Like, there's no spin that it's a dangerous place to be, other than a few, Yeah. So, yes, he has made the call. Tonight is going to be another night of espionage and information gathering. Love you too, Han.
Oh, hi, Alice.
Hey.
Hello.
Everyone said hello, Han.
Hello. Hello. I send you a picture of Bridget soon.
Hello.
Okay, I've had my coffee.
Wow, that flipped the switch real quick.
Oh,
Okay.
woo, woo, woo. Entertainment mode. Hiya! Hiya!
So Coyote and Sharon, you're already at Gothferatu, I'd assume.
Yeah, been hanging around. Been a couple days. Coyote is probably hanging out with Lizzie. My brain just went for me. But yeah, probably hanging out around Lizzie. Cause she's at the front of the house and she's also hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Coyote has not done his I'm a pupper trick since you'd seen him last. So he's been a good lad in that regard. And he seems to like be a little sore, but cheerful as ever.
Lucian probably wanders out first, like bringing a half-eaten rabbit.
Immediately eyes go to the rabbit.
And then probably drops it at Lizzie's feet. And then slips off somewhere. Probably under the counter.
Hey, one for me, please.
Probably comes back with another 15 minutes later.
He's just gonna start eating it whole.
Oh, Thank you. She just, like, has probably a bottle of some really strong tequila and just upends it. Big shot sucks, by the way.
Yeah, it's not fun, kid. So what exactly happened? I'm sorry I wasn't here. I already made my apologies to the big man.
Couple assholes showed up. And some more assholes showed up and they shot me.
Why?
It's a great question. I didn't really stop to ask them.
Well, who all were they? They weren't trying to shoot up this place just for shits and giggles, I would imagine, right?
The boss is figuring that out. Might have been the first set of assholes who came through. They might have been looking to shoot them and just, made a scene, or maybe it was something we did. We did that thing a while back.
You mean the boat thing?
Yeah, the boat thing.
I mean... Douglas was pretty good about keeping his trail under wraps.
Yeah, and
I don't know about that one.
I don't think they blame us for, security guard not being able to carry the weight of the world.
I poke my head out of the shadows. Who do you think it was then?
Well, I think they probably imagined there was a rabid coyote on the loose more than anything. I did hear about that on the news.
Yeah, so my guess is probably the first set of assholes who came in. I think they were called something like the Marashinos.
There's like a quirked eyebrow, like the Cherries. Are they a band?
Might have been. One of them was real glammed up.
How are you feeling, Music?
Like, holds up a finger, grabs the bottle, takes like 3 seconds worth of long gulps. It still stings. It's gonna leave a wicked scar though, and she just like lifts up her shirt and flashes the two of them, and there's like the bullet scar.
Cody starts looking at her very strangely. Scar?
At that moment, there's a kind of the door to the bar opens. None of you were really expecting that. It's supposed to be closed, and in walks a young man with black hair. And Kay, if you'd like to introduce your character.
New character.
Yeah, so, a guy walks in, and he's like, I forgot how old he was, hold on.
Guy walks into a bar, okay.
Yeah.
I've heard this
Oh,
one
I don't
before.
have his age up there. Okay, that's
Lizzie.
another thing I haven't figured out.
Lizzie laughs and says, "Duck."
Yeah, wait, did she actually say that?
Oh, you said he walked into a bar.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what? Okay, yeah, well, he walks in, he has, like, a backpack on, but, like, not, like, cool or anything. Like, it's not, like... He screams nerd energy. Because, like, it's, like, as tight as it can be, like, up against his back. He's holding on to both of, like, the straps. He's about, like, he looks to be about, like, 20, 22-ish. And, yeah, he, like, very awkwardly enters. Like, he notices everyone's looking at him, so, like, he opened the door, he walked in, stopped, like, smiled a little nervously, waved, and then realized, oh crap, I should probably close the door. Turned around and, like, closed the door, locked it, made sure it was locked, like, turned it a few times, and then turned back around and said, I'm here. Hi.
Hi.
Lizzie immediately sets her sword on the bar counter. That door's supposed to be locked, Chief.
Douglas asked for me to come here. Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude on anything.
She narrows her eyes and she says, "What's your favorite food? Pasta, pizza, or garlic bread?"
Coyote rolls his eyes at this.
He'd think and then bite his lip. And he doesn't have any fangs or anything. And he just shrugs and sort of goes, my family was Italian, so or they are Italian, so I sort of like all of them. It would sort of be a sin if I didn't like them, but if I had to choose one of them, it'd probably be. Then he'd stop again and
Elizabeth will lean into Coyote. He's floundering. He's a kindred.
He doesn't have any fangs. Of course, he's not a kindred. Hey, kid, who
I have
are
a trash
you?
can on a little trash can on my head right now.
Oh no,
though.
she put the rubbish bin over her head.
Is this Skyrim? Is that what's going on? Is this Skyrim?
Just a Nosferatu. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put a bin over her head, and now we can rob the joint.
Oh.
Well. You finally arrived.
He'd let out a sigh of relief and be like, yeah, I'm here.
Introducing yourself, are you? And from
I never actually said my name.
And
I'm
from the
Clarence.
staircase, yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. Clarence, my boy, my dear boy.
Boss, did
He'd
you
wave
bring
at
us dinner?
Oh, you wish.
Coyote just gives Lizzie a look and kid, I know we're kindred, but do you really think Douglas would do that?
This
Well, hold on. Is he still wearing his apron?
No, he took that off.
she would have just gestured to the apron if he had, but it's I don't know. He's a good boss. He might buy us dinner occasionally.
No. This here is my, another protege, you might say.
Oh, that's a relief. I take the trash bin off my head.
He'd wave to her.
Now, we should probably discuss this in a more cozy environment. Everyone follow me to the panic room.
Oh,
I don't think a panic room is really cozy.
We have a panic room?
Always plan for everything, don't you?
I'll follow along.
Like-
we have a panic room? Okay.
As we're following, I hand over the wrapped up sword I had been working on. It's got probably takes some kind of flammable fluid and just kind of leaks it out over the blade to make it burn.
It's a shish kebab from Fallout.
Yes, that's what it is. I don't know what that is, but that's what it is.
It's a mechanical sword that you can light on fire.
How to Train Your Dragon style.
Yeah, it's pretty rad. Well, it's more like a I think isn't it a hand chainsaw?
No, it is just a sword, but it has motor oil leaking onto it.
I think in Fallout 4 it's a handheld chainsaw.
I didn't get into that, so I don't know.
Well, it's not a chainsaw.
Bless you, Roger.
No, it's just originally it was just a
Bless you, Roger.
sword that had oil on it in Fallout 3. Oh no, it is just a sword in 4. What am I thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking of the Ripper. Yeah, okay. Let's get back on topic.
Yeah.
This has been Nerding Out tonight on PartyWipeGaming. I hope you enjoyed.
Ever since shooting, I figured you might want a little present.
You got me a sword that can be on fire?
Uh-huh.
Coyote looking very, very nervous all of a sudden. Kid, you can't use fire. What the hell do you think?
Right, of course I can't use fire. I'm just gonna, like, try really hard to suppress my beast when it happens, and it's mostly gonna be an intimidation factor to freak other kindred out when we have to fight them.
It's gonna be attached to your hand. He's like looking
Coyote?
at Douglas, like very concerned.
Douglas sort of just turns to Coyote for a minute, and then he's just like, Lizzie, use the fire as a last resort.
Okay, last resort. She'll lean into Sharon. It as a last resort.
I heard that.
No, you
Same
didn't.
here.
Okay, last resort. Scout's honor.
Were you ever in the Scouts?
I ate a brownie once.
This isn't
That's good
America,
enough.
kid.
Scout's honor is a very strong thing to promise.
I'm glad that went over everyone's head, too.
That I ate a brownie
Oh, I know
once?
Oh,
No, I
no,
get
I
it.
knew you were getting blazed. Oh, no, I know you were getting blazed.
You allow this in the workplace.
No,
Douglas.
no. When he says when you were getting hashtag blaze, she just kind of blinks and she's like, "Sure, boss, let's go with that." That's not what she meant.
I just thought, since we were attacked, and there might be other kindred that are.
I think that's a really good strategy. Fighting kindred with fire.
Douglas seems to nod at both of them. As long as it's used in moderation, I don't see a problem. Now then, everyone in.
Of course,
We're
Mr.
going.
Clever.
We're going to have a heart-to-heart, and then we're going to discuss our continuing strategy.
Steps inside.
Yay.
He's like looking at Coyote's looking at Douglas like, I really hope you know what you're doing, because you're doing me a concern. You're doing this doggo a concern.
He sort of looks at you for a moment, and it's just like, everyone else get in. Coyote,
Yes.
walk with me a little while longer.
All right. He'll walk with Douglas.
Clarence, get yourself acquainted with Elizabeth and Sharon.
Hold on. And
Alright.
Liz will run over to the bar and grab another bottle of something. We'll pass the time with shots.
Not too many.
Of course not. Never too many.
I mean it, Elizabeth.
Okay. You can't get drunk anyways. It's fine. First shots for purple.
Coyote's just like looking at Douglas like, explain.
Clarence is like very wary. He sort of goes, I've never had any before.
Okay.
You'll be alright, lad. And he gives him a wink, though, with just one eye. It just seems like a
It's a
blink.
blink. Well done.
Clarence totally caught on that it was a wink, though.
This week, Mr. Velvet's eye patch is on the left side.
Ooh.
Oh, if that happened, you do not want this. Just going to be bad times. I need to fully publish that short story somewhere. But yeah, so the panic room's pretty roomy. It's got like enough lighting, but it is sort of low light. If you think about like sort of like a poker room, in like, the classic sort of poker room where it's like got the perfect lighting for where it's only really shining on the table and that. If that makes sense.
Yes.
But Douglas takes Coyote a little bit further down the corridor
Mm-hmm.
And we'll focus on those two for now.
You're giving me the look.
You're doing me a concern.
Is that something the kids say nowadays?
Yes,
I'm trying to get up on the vernacular.
It's a little dated, but yeah, a dog thing. Yes. Please explain why you have a childer who has scars and virtually no teeth, and now there is another one who has no teeth. I'm worried they're not ghouls, so I'm very confused. What's going on, Douglas?
Well, I'm keeping your secret.
Yes. You've cut out, my friend.
Tell me. Oh, hang on.
I hear you now.
Yeah,
No,
I know. That's why I said right now. Okay.
Of
I'm
course.
not choppy. Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Of course, right now it's the ideal time for. Oh God damn it! I was expositing.
Yeah. So, well, you're not an intelligent coyote. You have certainly noticed that there are quirks to some of my small group here.
There's a nod.
What do you think they are?
He looks at Douglas in confusion for a moment, and then it slowly starts dawning on him, and his eyes get large, and he goes, like, he leans in and very quietly says, "Do you mean to tell me the two of them are Thin Bloods?"
Oh, yes. Yes. If that's what you think they are. Is that a problem?
Certainly not. I'm just worried that your one is going to say something like she did earlier about it's going to leave a scar. We don't have scars, Douglas. That's a worry. Does she not know?
That we don't scar?
No. Well, yes, one that we don't scar, and she's playing a game of some sort, isn't she? Like, is that what this is?
Lizzie is a free spirit. She is young. She has come into a power that most mortals will never get to receive.
Yes.
It is what's... Do I have concerns about their well-being in terms of what they give away? No, I don't think they'll give away anything they think important to me.
More worried about them putting themselves on the line. You know me well enough, Douglas. You know I'm not concerned with what they are, more them getting themselves killed. You know that.
Monsieur, I am a veteran of 2 wars. And in that time I have led young men and women. If I did not think they were capable of surviving these missions, I would not bring them along.
He gives a deferential sort of nod. I'm not questioning you.
No.
Not in the slightest. I'm just worried. You can grant me that much, yes?
Of course, I wouldn't we wouldn't be having this conversation if I didn't take your concerns seriously. But there is one other thing that we must account for. You, I'm not sure what generation you are, but I am of the 12.
Let me check my sheet. The same as I am.
We are a dying breed. Some consider us to be the last. But 13th and 14th generation vampires are being born. Vampires like Clarence. Vampires like Lizzie. There may be a time where the clans are extinct for good. Where the Nosferatu and Gangrel both are so few and far between that it will be these thin bloods and these nascent Kaitif that we have to turn to for our security. Like the old and firm soldier come back from war. It will be up to the shelter of this new thin blood that we rear, that we will have to count on in our twilight years.
He'll set a hand on Douglas's shoulder. Your secrets are my secrets. I'm not going to say a word of it. I'm just very concerned for the children.
Then you will do all you can to keep them alive, as will I. But let's not be glum. Come along, chum.
He
Okay.
just shakes his head. Oh boy, what have we got today?
Lizzie, Clarence, Sharon, anything you would like to discuss?
Lizzie would be busy handing him a shot. So, what clan are you?
Damn it.
Well, it's a complicated story. I'm not one.
He helps him take the shot really quickly. Let's try again. Let's try again. What clan are you?
That was interesting.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
get used
one.
to it. She pours another drink, hands it to him. Drink.
I don't like that. It tastes like hand sanitizer.
One more drink. How do you know how hand sanitizer tastes like?
The smell smells a very strong sense.
Well,
You've never used hand sanitizer and accidentally bit your fingernails or something?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's not hand sanitizer. It's bad decisions that will become good decisions. Drink. She's gonna hold it up to his lips.
Oh, this kid.
Gonna lean back a little bit and be like, put his hands up and be like, no thanks.
Just drink
I
it.
think I'm good for right now. No, I do not like peer pressure. I've made it through college once. I don't need to do this again.
Wow, you had a shitty college.
She'll put on a very nice smile. Bit of advice. If someone asks you what clan you're from, you think of a very good clan that fits the way you look and act. You don't tell them, and she's gonna glance over to Sharon. You don't tell them that you don't have a clan. Because there are people who are not nice, like Mr. Velvet. And if they find out who are what we are, they will kill you without hesitation.
Oh, I know.
So, what clan are you? And she holds up the shot glass again.
I don't know why you're asking me again.
I love this.
She gives Sharon a look, and she gives Sharon another look, and there's very obviously the other hand is reaching for its sword. like slowly trying to reach for the sword.
Everyone in the room, you hear a small meow, and the Clarence's bag nudges a little.
God damn it.
The fuck is that?
Oh, this is Roger.
Why did you have
My
to name
cat.
Roger? We
You
deal
know-
with Roger enough.
You know
no.
why it's named Roger.
We deal with Roger enough. Roger can fuck off. What's that noise? Oh, it's Roger. God damn it!
I'm sorry,
That's
is a
why-
great response.
He's my cat. Pull out a black cat.
Stoat immediately unscarves from my neck and hops down and walks over to.
No, not dinner. Then I keep it close to him.
Oh, that's just Lucian. He's nice. He likes to eat rabbits, but I don't think he usually eats cats. Do you eat cats? I asked Lucian.
I don't know. Do they taste good?
I don't know. I'm usually eating rats and other rabbits. We should go hunting together again soon. Hey, remember that time we found a?
No. And he goes over and sniffs the cat.
Yeah, I don't. Like, I understood what you were saying about, like, not telling people, but, like.
So if I ask you what your clan is, you should have an idea of what clan you are ready. And then not say something stupid that will get you killed, like, I don't have one.
No, I know, but you already know, so it's not like I'm gonna try and lie to you.
Try to lie to me.
Not good at that.
Can we bust down the door? Like,
Yes.
Mom, holy fuck! Like that. Just bust down the door to the safe house. Alright,
This
kids!
is where. Oh, like when the door busts down, I just like reflex throw.
When
I'm
we
not
hear,
trying to knock the door off. I just want to knock it like open.
yeah,
Alright, kids!
when we hear the parental, we're knocking just loud enough so you know we're coming in. She's gonna reach over, muss
There's
up
no
his hair a
fucking-
little bit, and just be like, act natural.
No.
I
fucking not.
was planning on it, but he'd really quickly put the cat back in his bag.
So she'll pass Sharon a shot. She'll take one of her own. We weren't doing anything, Dad.
Douglas, tell them.
Oh, right.
Cat's out of the
So-
bag, and I don't mean that one.
Oh,
Aw.
right. Yes, so let's all be open. And he's going to close the door.
All right,
Nah.
I took $50 from the till, but I was planning to pay it back.
You did what?
Nothing.
Lizzie, that's literally illegal. You're lucky that okay.
He is trying so hard not to be mad.
So
I'm sorry I didn't say anything.
it's so
Stealing isn't good.
That's what I said, but I didn't.
it's alright, you two. I don't
Except
blame
one time when I was
you.
3, I did take gum from the checkout line. I didn't know that it was stealing, though. I thought it was free.
So Lizzie and Clarence, if the rest of you didn't know, which I'm pretty sure you all know by now, are thin blood.
She'll turn to Clarence. You're a thin blood? How could you keep this from us?
Lady, you shouldn't
I-
tell people that you're gonna get scars. Kindred don't have scars.
Oh, well, I mean, you're part of our coterie. You should have known already.
Blank, blank. I'm sorry. What? He turns and looks at Douglas.
Honorary. You're an honorary part.
You're like
Is that?
you're like hot uncle
Honorary is
that
fine.
you're like
I'm
grungy
not.
hot uncle who stops by every so often. It's fine.
There's a confused hobo looking back at you. I'm sorry, what?
It's like drunk up, a drunk uncle.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not, I'm not drunk.
He's
No.
right. He's
Just
not drunk.
homeless.
Just
No, he's
little.
not. He's not drunk. He's just grungy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, that's yes. So obviously that means that we must be careful and that we must look out for one another.
Of course.
Which is why, Lizzie, Clarence, when you are out in the field, you will always be with at least one of us.
Yeah,
All right.
that checks out.
Clarence, not
Douglas?
that anyone should, but if anyone asks you for your clan,
I know. Take them and tell them that there's a different one that I most fit.
how about we stick to Tremere?
All
Yeah, I
right.
could dig
No,
that.
that's a very bad idea, Douglas. As soon as you start telling them that they're part of the Tremere are going to start looking for them.
Ooh, that's a
Did you
valid
forget
point.
they're very insulated?
Very well.
No, it's okay. I know someone that's a Tremere. Well, someone.
That's nice, kid.
How clean
That
cut?
will get you killed.
How clean cut is Clarence? Like, is he dressed sharply like the picture, or
Yeah. He screams nerd energy.
you could probably pass him off as a bookish Ventru?
Yes. Yes. Venture, I think, would work. Wonderful. Now, let's review. Mr. Cade, Mark, has been doing some rather naughty things.
Mm-hmm.
Trafficking weapons, for one thing, illegally. We have also learned that he has a cellar. A Mr. Solderney. A package was meant for him. We don't know if the package or the firearms are related. We also know Mr. Cade has an accomplice in one Bonnie Marlin.
Does he realize yet?
He knows Navina's last name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
We should... Yes.
Mr. Velvet, is our attackers related? Did you find out? And I just look like kind of nervous asking that question.
Have... actually, this would be a great time to ask Ark. Ark, when, with how long I've had the ghoul for, would his tongue have regrown yet, and would I have been able to get anything from him?
I'm sure he can write too.
Oh, yeah. Has he written out anything useful when questioned?
Roll what's investigation for me.
Sure. God, I can't actually remember how good my fucking investigation is. Oh, okay, it's not that bad. Cool. Wits
Nice.
investigation. Okay, nope, that was the wrong thing to click first. You gotta roll the investigation first, you silly slut.
That happened.
Could you imagine Douglas saying that out loud?
Mhm. You naughty little mix.
Oh, he used the swear by God's taint earlier on, which was hilarious.
There we go. That's not bad.
4 successes is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's what he's so cute with the kitty. Yeah, Ventures probably work for this kid. Wait, why does he have Mr. Velvet's last name?
Mhm.
Has he been officially adopted? Are you a daddy?
Are you a deity?
I move in not 2 days ago, and we have another son. I see how it is.
All right, you need to calm down.
It's just it's just the two dads of this coterie now.
Yeah. Well, it's the dad and the grungy hot uncle. It's fine.
You ain't wrong.
Uncle in quotation marks.
Yeah, uncle is in quotes.
Who had just eaten a whole fucking rabbit. Bones, fur, meat, and all.
I just ate. Please.
Wait, so also another quick question. For baby teeth, is it no fangs or very small fangs?
Very small fangs.
Okay.
E.T. So basically, you could walk around and smile at someone real big, and they would go, "Oh, that person just has big teeth."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've met people like that.
I have
And-
20 canines.
And you can't use them to drink.
Yeah, I know that.
Nope.
I have
So-
buck teeth, canine, buck teeth, needles.
Are you a thin blood?
I also have a singular one pointy ear.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah, it's just a slight tip to it.
Perhaps he's
Small.
not an adopted boy at all.
He is Douglas's child.
A sweet boy.
Let's keep
A
this.
child of Douglas would.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, this has been gotten into a tangent at this point.
But it's funny.
So after a few days of trying to get information out of the one ghoul that was kept alive, multiple days have passed, and you've done unspeakable tortures to this poor man.
You can speak about him a little.
I'd rather not.
You had somebody just tell me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Played on
give him-
loop over and over and over and over, and it wouldn't stop. Not even the whole song, just that bit.
Just
He
Well,
gave him
that
a
was
pen,
for
and that
me.
is all he would write.
What, like just the lyrics to Smash?
Yes. Just read out the whole song over and over again.
Good.
Good God.
Smash Mouth, little Limp Biscuit, it's fine.
And the one thing he was able to write with his mangled hand was, as far as he could tell, it said Soldurny.
It would appear that Mr. Soldurny that either Soldurny knew that we're looking into him, or he is threatened by the Marechal.
I'm sorry. The Marshal?
Yeah, that's what I told you earlier, the maraschino.
He looks at Douglas, basically the Prince's Scourge. We're working for the Prince's Scourge.
We are not working for the Prince's Scourge. We are
Allies.
Oh,
Getting
yeah,
a favor.
with devils.
Making connection.
You don't make friends with people.
Coyote.
I didn't say friends, I said connections.
Coyote?
He's just looking real nervous.
Desiree Belmont offered me a minor boon, which I've cashed in for a trifle, really, and a major one.
That's going to be a good one.
What's going on? Because hearing that you're working for the prince in any capacity and the prince's lackeys scares the ever-loving shit out of me.
I am not too fond of the prince either, but I think Mr. Velvet believes that this Marechal can change things for the better.
Do you mind if I ask? Oh, sorry, not to interrupt you, Sharon. Do you mind if I ask why, Coyote? I'm still fairly new, so I just want to understand.
No, you're fine. The Marshal are the strong arm of the prince. They're normally bodyguards, but here in Vancouver, I've heard things, and not things that I particularly like, including having a gangrel strung up at a party like it was some sort of piñata.
Poor Jimmy.
Oh, you knew him?
Jimmy.
No, I heard his name.
I didn't know him. I don't know anything about the guy, but all I know is anybody who would facilitate something like that with a clear conscience are fucking monsters.
Maybe
And we shouldn't be doing anything with those people. They're not going to help us any.
Well, if they owe us something, though.
Yes.
Boone, what did you give them?
I'm giving them the information they need to take out an incredibly powerful Ventru.
And what is the end goal of this? So the Marshal kill another Ventru. The cycle of power continues. I'm
Of
not
my clan.
seeing it. What? He just like pats the kid on the head and continues on.
The adults are talking.
Yeah, exactly. The adults are talking. Oh, do you really trust these people to follow through?
Oh, well, that's a different matter entirely. Do I trust them? Maybe one or two of them. If you believe it on... They are interesting individuals, Coyote. They are not good people.
No.
But neither are we. We try to be. We all try to be good people.
Coyote gives him a slight look and like crosses his arms, knowing full well Douglas was literally torturing a guy not 2 rooms down from where they're at 5 minutes ago.
We, as kindred, understand that there are bigger predators than us around. At the moment, the Marechal are given a degree of power, but most of them are young, like the rest of you. Young enough that they might be sympathetic to the plight of their lower-born brethren.
So you're going to leverage that against them to try and get them to do...
You make it sound so insidious.
Trust me when I say I don't intend for it to come across that way. Believe me, it's not the intended way of getting it out. But, and there's the very large caveat of but, you are trying to use these people who are tied intrinsically to the prince to get something, to gain something.
Well, how much do they like the prince, really?
I couldn't tell you. I've
Well,
never met the prince.
Neither have I.
I mean,
I know.
it's a Toreador prince. Let's be honest. Any chance either of us were going to have is nil. Am I wrong? I don't mean to be confrontational. I'm trying to be realistic.
I suspect that depends on how whoever is in power feels.
So are you presuming? And again, he gestures to the safe room in that this does not leave this room. Are you suggesting that there is going to be a change of sovereignty?
No. Maybe? I don't know.
The Marechal have a La Sombra in their ranks. Do you think the La Sombra are going to tolerate, or this La Sombra is going to tolerate not being on top for long?
I will be the first to tell you I am not as well versed in the Sabbat as you are. I admit that. I couldn't tell you what one was thinking.
Oh, I know what they think. And what I can assure you of is that keeping a close eye on them is my main goal with all of this. Gaining their favor is as good a security measure as I can think to do.
Well, know this then. If there's any chance that this La Sombra is going to come between me and my child or safety, I'm not a fighting man, but I have fangs. I'm damn well going to show it to keep them safe.
I never suggested you shouldn't.
Clarence raises his hand.
Yes, Clarence.
So, I know I was just brought on here, so this is not necessarily including me because I've never actually done anything really to help out yet. But you said that you have a boon with this Desra person, right?
Indeed.
Yes.
Does that include the rest of the people in the room?
That's
Or
not
is it
how
going to just
boons
be
work, kid.
you go in? They're not favors?
I trust Mr. Velvet to look after us. If it helps him, it helps us.
I'm not saying that I don't trust him. I was just wondering.
Usually the way it works out is those things are determined at the time of agreement. So if she gave the boon to Mr. Velvet and not... She kind of glances at Coyote. Our coterie...
He just shrugs.
It would be just for Mr. Velvet to use, the boss.
Have no fear. Whatever
Not scared.
Whatever prize I choose to claim, it shall not harm any of you. My
I guess I
word.
was more asking if we had any like say in it. Not me. Like I said, I know I'm not like a part of anything yet. But if like I don't know, you guys have a meeting beforehand and be like, oh my god, we should totally tell them this, say this, and decide together.
That's not actually a bad idea. But for now, we should focus on the mission at hand. We need to find out who.
And we are checking out this other location.
Yes. Though, Mr. Kate has been our main target, Mr. Saldurni has now made this personal. It is because of him you were shot, Lizzie.
Mr. Velvet?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, who do we lose?
I don't know.
I'm still
Ark.
here.
He goes.
The important one.
Stop.
We can't lose him.
Yeah.
No, not yet. Not yet.
I guess I have a question for you, Douglas, in general, out of character.
Oh yeah, sure, go for it.
What did has he told Clarence the stuff that he's learned that they got last time? Or like
Yeah.
what specifically has he said?
Specifically, he has said that there are. He said to him, "I'm working on a case. It has to do with the CEO of this place. This is what they've been trafficking in, like illegal munitions." Basically, he's given him like a very brief primer on what's been happening.
Okay.
Because Clarence doesn't live at Gosferatu all the time. In fact, he lives there very rarely now.
Yeah, he has his own place. Hold on.
Is he actually
so-
Velvet's son?
What's up?
Is he actually Velvet's son?
Mm.
You little shits.
I mean,
Both of you.
is Sharon actually Velvet's daughter? Is Lizzie actually Velvet's daughter?
Yes.
They're all his kids. All three of them. Protect.
God, why are our two boys must adopt all of the children?
Because they're bleeding hearts.
They really, they bled enough for other people, so yeah.
But what do you plan to do with your guest?
Guess.
Actually, I probably don't need to know.
You mean
Do
the
I
poor
know about
schmuck
this
you've
guy
got
yet?
locked up?
Hmm?
So
He's
he-
not- One, he was not poor. He was an invader and an attacker.
He shot me.
I have fangs too.
I meant that just as an expression. I didn't really feel terribly pity for him. But what are you going to do with him now? I'm assuming he's told you everything that he can.
Oh. I don't think that's everything he can tell me. If it is, well...
I don't really approve of torture one way or the other, Douglas. But I'm not a man to tell you what you can and can't do in your own house. That would be terribly rude. But if you need it done quickly and quietly, I can see to it.
Could I possibly speak to him?
Why?
ask a few questions.
Is that something you can do, kid?
Yeah.
If you think you can get something, I mean, we could probably hold off on that when Art comes back.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely.
Do we want to take a break then? We're about an hour and 15 in.
I think we should just take maybe like a little mini one, just so
Okay. Well, yeah.
Ark has enough time to get back online.
If you guys need to get up, go to the bathroom and stuff, let's do it now. Grab drinks and stuff, and we'll reconvene. Hopefully when he's back.
Yeah.
Luke, have you
Yo.
seen Bridget's coming along?
I have. She's so pretty.
They're all pretty.
Oh, Krista, also.
Yes.
Send me a PayPal invoice for getting the Z colored.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'll get that to
it'll
you right
be-
away.
Did you want a flat or a render?
What is Doug's have right there?
The one that I'm drawing for the game that I
No,
run.
the one that's right here. What does Doug have?
Oh.
Or
it's
I
like
guess
a
what did,
fence.
I guess what did we do last time? Because it's all done in the same style. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Well, I did Luke's as like, hey, you're joining us, so
Yeah,
I want you
but
to have one.
What did we?
They were half body flat color.
Okay, yeah, do that.
Okay.
I want to keep it in this same style. I want
Yeah.
the consistency.
It will be $15 cheaper because you got it through Patreon, and I hate to make people pay twice for the same thing. So that's that. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'm getting
Yeah.
I'm getting through the different things because I still have
There's
3 Patreon things that I need to finish before the month is out.
There's no rush for it. I wasn't expecting to be playing Lizzie tonight, so it was just kind of like, oh, okay. But yeah, I've got some extra money, so I can get it done now.
Yay!
Yay.
Yeah, these are flat colors.
Question.
Yes.
Yo.
Hello?
Welcome back.
Hello. I always get them confused, and it's
Sorry.
annoying because we did the 2 people have. Is it Cade or Kane?
Cade.
I know both of them are important people, and I was just like,
Please not Kane.
Don't
If
go
we-
into any
if
that's what I
you're
tactics.
thought. I was like,
Kelly just came.
If we're fighting Kane, we're all dead.
yeah,
Like,
that's
right
what
now.
I was like. I know one guy is like the first dude, but like,
Yeah.
and then I know the other guy is just the guy we're going against, but I don't remember which is which.
Yeah. Think if it makes it easier, Kane and Abel. He's literally that Kane.
Yeah, sorry about that. My power flickered.
Yeah, we figured.
you're good.
You're cool.
We just told everyone to take a little break. There was a little bit of chatting, but no real story progression.
Hmm.
I do have one question for Ark.
I don't have any answers, sorry.
Oh no. So if I'm not actually smart IRL, how does being smart in game work?
You wing it.
Okay, 'cause,
you wing
like-
it, you ask questions, you can roll the dice and have information be
Given.
to the
Yeah.
storyteller.
Well, because I was gonna ask, just from like, would I be able to, from what I know, from what Douglas has like told me beforehand, and what I've like, what I could have possibly like deduced from that so far. Because like I was told, that it's like the CEO of an important company that's trafficking illegal ammunitions. So like I probably would have looked into that company. I don't know what the company's called. What's it called?
They're called. I did write it down. Hang on. Kryptonics. Kryptonics.
With a K or
Kryptonics. With a C.
Hmm.
And they say I'm unsubtle.
All right. Cool.
Hide in plain sight.
Yeah. Cool. But yeah, I don't know if that would be like a roll, or like, what do you think? Maybe.
What are you trying to do? Are you just looking up stuff about the company, or?
Yeah, he would have like just looked into it, seen what like anything to do with like, I don't know, probably to see like he would probably try and figure out like if we haven't figured it out, where they're getting it from, or see if he can find any like trace of just something. I think it would be on just anything in general that would have that would maybe like point at, like, I don't know, maybe there's some code or something that they do online through communication. I don't know.
Are you a hacker?
He's not a hacker. He's just really good at finding information.
I wish I could lend you my Anarch character, because they're very good at the hacking.
Oh,
A sweet hacksaw.
I can
So
do
like,
hack.
but yeah.
So you're not just looking at surface level information.
No, I'm trying to. Well, I guess I'm looking at surface level information, but seeing if there's anything more to it, if that makes sense. If there is, I guess I'm just trying to see if there actually is another level to what's going on, and then seeing if I could find out anything about that. Because I actually need to check something real fast.
Like on the deep web?
Yeah, that, and also I think because I also have a specialty of black market, so
Ooh.
looking into those things as well.
That actually be really useful.
But I don't have a lot of streetwise, so. But yeah, so I would try and see like, literally just if I can get anything more than what I have already been told. Which is not a lot. Which is
No.
okay.
Alright, since you're doing this over the internet, roll resolve and technology to dig through diff pages.
Alright, and then would I add the specialty there?
Yeah, add your specialty if you're doing dark webs.
Okay. Technology.
Tied to streetwise.
Oh yeah, it is tied to streetwise. Alright, so no modifier for that?
No.
Cool. That's not bad.
Go completely ape shit on.
Your computer has like your computer has like 7 viruses now.
The files are
It's
in the
okay.
computer.
Oh no! Here I'll try to clean it up for you. I will try to clear the viruses.
I think this would have been beforehand though.
Oh, never mind. I'm not there then.
Yeah.
So the company they're
You cut out.
Mhm.
did I?
Yep.
Just a little bit.
Oh, here comes the rain.
The Chestnut.
What? I'm shutting up.
The company you're looking into, they don't do much business on their own. They're mainly shippers. They move things for other people. You know, they own the big containers. At least that's the surface level. Digging in, you would probably find out that this is mainly a front. And they do a lot of black market trading underneath it.
Was I able to find anything with like what specific black market trading they kinds?
Firearms, drugs. Nothing too crazy, nothing like explosives.
Okay. Alright, cool. Alright. And then did I find like any names that stood out?
No.
Alright. Any that I would never mind, you just said there weren't any names. But do I recognize anything from like I don't know. The people I know. When it comes to black market ties.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to answer that.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I was just like, I didn't know how to word the question either, and it started coming out, and then I just didn't stop it. But alright, cool. Yeah, we can go back to the scene then. I just wanted to see what I figured out beforehand.
Alright. So, I believe the topic of the man had come up, of the ghoul.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
We need to get rid of him.
I think Mr. Velvet wanted to keep him around a little longer. No?
Just because he has told me the name of his patron does not mean he has revealed who his patron is. Mr. Saldani could just be a alias of someone else.
Of course.
Maybe even Cade himself.
I could try to what was the other place that we had to look at? There was the shipping yard, and then where else?
An office tower.
The office tower.
Right. If we do sneak into the office, I might be able to dig up some information.
Come with?
I can help. I've got a buddy who's very good at being a sneaky little shit, and nobody's gonna notice.
Sounds like our next best bet. The security would be tight, so as I have said before, everyone looks out for one another. We don't know how much of the security force will be ghouled.
Then I think first thing we should find wherever they manage surveillance. Set up a loop.
Yes. Can you work on that?
I can get her inside.
Really?
That's what I do.
Subtlety.
It's my middle name.
If only.
Subtlety.
Subtle.
Well, good luck on your next rap album, kid. It worked out all right for Ice-T. He's working at Disney now.
She just kind of
Jesus.
blinks and she's like, "Wow." Like
Yes.
I'd say.
Oh, what you
I'd
thought
say,
all us old fuckers didn't keep up with the time?
I'd say okay, boomer, but I think you were more closer to the gold rush. Okay, gold digger. Prospector.
Coyote turns to look at Douglas and says, "Does that mean you're my sugar daddy?" And he just smiles, hoping Douglas doesn't know what that is.
and she just nods Clarence like, see, not grungy uncle.
Douglas just
You
kind
like-
of like.
Put a thumbs up.
Douglas
he's
just
not
Do
quite
not
that
encourage
upright.
him. Do not encourage him.
All right. Then I think it might be time to make our move soon. We're going, like I say, like we've said, we'll need to make sure that the security are distracted with whatever technological means we can surmise.
Coyote,
Yes.
you said you had a friend who can slip in.
Of course. And I will go. Well, we'll have to leave the panic room for me to get.
I think I'm ready to go if everyone.
Yeah, let's get rolling.
Yeah, would I be able to leave Roger here?
One moment, and then he's gonna call up Chris.
Cat sitter.
Just take care of this animal. Make sure it gets walkies and is given a bath.
Chris, as usual, very quick to pick up the phone.
He's a loyal soldier. Chris, we're going to go out for a walk. Don't suppose you add up. I'm just saying that we're probably on a secure line before I say anything too incriminating. I take it you haven't found anything more about this Saldurni character from any of your contacts?
Besides what I told you, the company's very into the black market. Mostly shipping, not selling its own stuff.
I see. Well, you won't have to do much at the bar tonight. Just make sure that the cat is safe and sound.
It's like, oh, I like cats.
Watches Chris's
You've got a
allergic to
cat?
cats.
It's Clarence's cat.
Suddenly, there's a knock on the door.
Oh.
He's already
Come
got
in.
kibbles and bits.
Oh my god. That'd actually be the best.
Clearly, it's Meow Mix, guys. This is a discerning cat.
Of course. What were we thinking?
Fancy.
You want me to come down and get him?
Well, if you want to, just keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't rip up any upholstery.
He does like shoes.
He likes shoes. I think I have an old pair of ruined spats somewhere.
Do you have any more rats? It'll keep the little bastard entertained for a couple hours.
There's no shortage of them.
Just do what you have to do, Chris. I trust you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Later, during an
You too.
intermission scene, Chris is just sitting there with the cat across the way, and he just says, "So, you like rats?"
God, I like Chris is just like it's just like such a quiet ghoul. I love him.
He's a good lad.
He's quiet and polite. He's a quiet, polite gangster man.
You haven't seen him with the gang.
Is he a totally different person with Velvet?
You're his regent.
Yeah, that's true enough. So yeah, I guess that means we're gonna get out and do our thing.
Well, let me grab my wig.
I'll get my sword.
I have everything
And my
I need in
axe.
this bag.
Ah, I get that.
And
reference.
my bow.
No, but seriously, I don't carry a weapon. He like pats down his pocket. Yep, got my phone. Okay, I'm good.
So real fast before we go, what exact like what's like
What is our plan?
steps? What's the plan?
Slip aside, disable security. Get to the room we need. Sneaking, of course, and digging up information.
What room exactly?
No witnesses.
Don't know yet.
We need information on the buyer, Mr. Saldini, and we need to determine what. And if we can determine who Saldini is, we may be able to ascertain what Mr. Cade has planned.
And if those weapons are dragonfire.
Yes.
If they're what?
Deadly. If they're extremely deadly.
Coyote will rest a hand on the kid's shoulder and go, remember how I was worried about Lizzie with the sword that gets set on fire?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Imagine getting stabbed with that sword on fire, but with a bullet instead.
Oh. Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
They're incredibly illegal and incredibly deadly to us.
It basically flamethrower bullet.
Is your sword not a flamethrower?
If you
It's
throw
more
it.
like a flame keeper because it just keeps the flames around it.
Yeah.
So
It has a little divots for the fluid, so it shouldn't be like dripping.
So we'd probably need to go to like archives or something, or if we could just get to a computer, but I highly doubt a place like that would have their hidden information on the web.
We'll need to find some kind of server room or a main computer for the office. They might even keep a paper trail.
I would think paper trail is a little bit more likely. Internet is very easy to intercept.
Is this something you're good with, kid?
No. I mean, about as good as any person that studied chemistry in college.
I think we need to.
Sorry.
I do. do think we need to see the where we are going first.
You think they have a blueprint or something online?
Potentially.
So are we heading there first?
What would you rather do? Because, like, I'm saying this out of character now because I'm not too sure. But if
Yeah.
we want to look at something, like, try and find schematics first, just so we're taking down the threat level, I guess, that's perfectly fine.
I can try, but I would rather use a terminal that's not connected to Gosferatu.
I have a computer.
Probably not connected to you either. Safety reasons. The library's closed, right?
Yeah, so we could go to the library.
Why, do you know how to hack into the library?
I might be able to. I can't give any promises, but it would just be trying to find whatever information we can about the site's location. Remote.
Very well then. We shall make a stop at the library so you can do that.
Serious, or are we?
Anything else?
Wait, what time of year is it? I asked that last time, I know.
Autumn.
Late
But
autumn at this point.
It's not quite finals yet, right, though?
Shouldn't be.
Yeah,
Okay,
shouldn't be.
never mind.
Are you trying to still play it being, oh...
Do you go to the university as well?
You should... we found out that's a bad idea to do that.
Yeah, no, I know.
You go to the university as well.
Which one?
The one here.
Yeah.
We could have study dates.
What? Excuse? What?
Sharon
turns
just
to-
glances between them.
He turns to Douglas and says in French, gesturing to the two of them, "You have these two in college still?"
They... Do you think I can tell them to do anything else?
You can't stop us during the daylight hours. We have to do something.
They can actually go out during the day?
You can actually go out during the day?
Yeah?
With a lot of sunscreen and a hoodie and...
There's just like a groan of, oh my god. No wonder. No wonder you all are such a masquerade breach waiting to happen.
I have a student ID. We could always go to the library there.
Kid, you don't want them finding you.
There's just jealousy on Sharon.
You're not missing anything, Cher.
Yeah, it's not that fun. Everyone's just like her and tries to get you to drink the whole time.
Maybe you should drink more, and you'd be more fun.
I
Saying
believe we're
about fun?
getting off topic. Are we
Yes,
going to this library?
That's
Let's
fair.
go.
We should go.
Okay. Which library? Not.
Your school one, apparently.
Oh, okay. We can go there.
All right.
Now, of course, Mr. Velvet knows that this is the fucking University of the Marshall.
I thought he was gonna stop us.
Ah! Douglas, why? How could you betray us this way?
Hey, Red and hey, Chester, get ready to play 2 characters.
That's fine. I'm cool with
What
that.
the fuck are you doing here?
God damn
Wait.
it.
Though the lights are on in there. So, like, I know you guys aren't supposed to be, like, seen and stuff. And I don't think we have, like, a hidden computer lab or anything. They're all pretty out in the open.
So, yeah, small aside. And he like looks at Douglas. I can't really be seen on this campus.
Are we gonna split up and search for clues, gang?
I mean, I'm happy to try and sneak in, but I'm
going to have to.
You do know that there's a haven on that campus, right?
I am aware.
There is?
Wait, you're aware and you want to send these kids to school anyway?
Are you going to keep questioning me?
I'm just confused.
I don't like it when Dad and Dad fight.
Right, you know what? Forget about the university. We're going to the public library.
Isn't it closed?
Yes, Coyote, it's closed.
I'll get my lockpicks.
But there isn't a haven on it.
He's just like pinching the bridge of his nose.
Is heading out to go get her
Oh
lockpicks.
my god. Okay.
Are we using just like trying to change the subject, Suez or driving?
I'll get my keys.
Yes. Due to
I'm not-
his current engagements, it will be Lizzie driving.
Douglas,
I'm not the fastest driver.
Coyote's like trying to speak very quietly to Douglas. What do you mean? You know that there's a haven on. All I know is there's a Malkavian that I found wandering around.
Yeah,
And
it is.
and there was a lady who couldn't possibly be terribly old as a kindred, who seemed like she was in charge of the whole operation, but the security of the campus was under her thumb, which was a little disconcerting because she's way too young to hold such a big domain.
What do you think it is?
I'm very confused, in all honesty, so I'm asking you, what's going on?
Mulls that over for a minute. I don't think we should have to worry about it.
Cue Coyote just like all the more fucking worried. You make me worried when you say things like that, Douglas.
Well, don't be.
Right, I'm gonna step outside for a minute. And he goes out and he calls his raven.
As soon as you step outside, there's a fluttering of feathers as Raven essentially dive bombs you.
I hold out my hand to catch him. Hey, buddy.
He lands on your shoulder and then pecks your nose.
Hey. Easy.
4
easy,
fucking
easy.
days? Don't come outside for 4 fucking days.
He
I
looks
see how important I am to you.
really surprised. Glances at the bird. Glances back inside. Glances back at the bird.
The fuck are you looking at?
Glances back inside.
Hey,
Douglas!
don't walk away from me.
No, he's taking the bird with him as he goes inside. Douglas! 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 And he just like grabs his friend by the arms, like by the shoulders.
What?
Douglas. I'm not saying anything happened while I was out. But did something happen while I was out? Because this bird is talking to me.
The raven is cawing almost non-stop, but it's not saying anything.
Okay.
I didn't somehow eat a Malkavian, did I? Like, I'm not joking. I didn't accidentally eat a Malkavian, did I?
I come out and I'm talking to Lucian. So, I was thinking it's nice.
Whoa, is that a fucking bird in here?
Yeah, I think it's a fucking bird. But
all these
got-
familiar terms.
He just
I-
covers his head and is like just
Have you? Okay.
What?
Okay.
You okay?
What?
He's-
What?
I think
Why is he
Coyote's
yelling?
just discovered. I think Coyote's just discovered he's a gangrel.
Ah,
No. No.
welcome to Kindred
No.
Society. Here we have rules where you can't reveal your true identity. And she
I,
laughs
like,
and unlocks her
I-
card.
I fucking swat Lizzie. Not like to hurt her, just like
Yeah,
God damn
playful
it.
SWAT.
Karen, you just heard her.
I just got asked. Does Fel please let me talk to her?
Listen, no, you don't understand. I go into torpor almost every winter, and I wake up in the middle of the woods and I eat a deer, and then it's fine. But I don't wake up and start talking to animals.
Wait, you don't talk to your bird?
Apparently now I do.
Oh, I talk to Lucian all the time.
Honestly, how do you think I get to herd the rats in here?
I'm sorry. The both of you do.
Well, I mean, Sharon's more adept at it than I.
Mm.
But yes. I have a
Okay,
certain
so-
amount of animalism at my command.
Okay. So I'm not off my gourd. Okay.
You've been off
Okay.
your guard as long as I've known you, Coyote.
You need to shut the fuck up, bird.
Fuck you. And everyone actually hears fuck you.
Oh, great, it's
'Cause-
spreading.
Well, no, crows and ravens can actually mimic a
Yeah.
little bit.
No, she still stands by what she said. Oh, great, it's spreading.
Well, hey, kid, who knows?
I didn't eat anybody that matches your blood type.
Douglas is just going to kind of use his, he's going to just sit in the back and cloak of shadows himself.
Are you in? Did you get in Lizzie's car?
Yeah, apparently. I'm gonna tell Raven to follow this car and hop in shotgun.
I guess
abandon me again already.
I go, oh, and climb.
Bird, we are apparently going to have a conversation later.
All right. Well, you and Clarence can get in the back too, then. And she says, "I've been waiting for Mr. Velvet to get in my car. I have just the music for him." And she's gonna take out a CD and pop it in.
So
and
excited for this.
And it's gonna start playing some K-pop.
I have returned.
What is it? What are you playing?
It's gonna start playing some K-pop.
Oh, what is this?
Yeah, I thought you'd like it.
Wait a second. Wait. Is this the same group that does Oppa Gangnam Style? It's that Psy guy.
No,
This is.
no.
I mean, this is the same genre.
no, sweetie,
What?
no. And she just pats his shoulder.
It's the
Don't
same
patronize
language.
me.
No. No, these are adorable dreamboats, and that's a potato man.
I
I
thought
was
he looked
drinking.
quite cool.
I was drinking, man. I was drinking.
You're welcome for that.
Are you one of those like annoying K-pop stands?
No, I just know that Mr. Velvet's a connoisseur of fine music, so.
I might have to look into this a bit more.
I'm
It's
learning
a fad.
Korean. Sort of. My grandma
Ooh.
speaks it. Or speak it.
Anya,
Seriously,
감사합니다.
it's a fad.
And you guys head off towards the public library.
Yeah. So, what do I need Raven to look out for? Or are we not going to do reconnaissance?
You told Raven to follow the car.
Yes.
I believe we're going to the library, aren't we?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I'm like, do we not need reconnaissance?
You didn't ask your familiar to do reconnaissance.
I know, I just said follow the car. I'll give instructions when we get there.
Reconnaissance might be good. I don't know.
I'll have him fly by.
So are we all gonna get in first? Like go in?
Yeah.
Or what?
We're
Okay.
all-
Might as well. It won't hurt.
Yeah.
I can go invisible.
We're just doing the library, right? We're not heading anywhere else immediately.
Perhaps after, perhaps to their office.
Well, if we do a little more than just breaking into the library, I might need to grab a bite so I can prepare.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm running out of fruit snacks.
And there's that
Ooh.
kind of like she looks through the rearview mirror. You've had fucking fruit snacks and you weren't sharing.
Sorry.
He's just holding the bag.
It's empty bag now.
He just like ate the last one.
To be
Yeah.
young again, right?
I wish Bridget were here.
Who's Bridget?
Don't worry about it.
We don't talk about She just keeps driving.
Eyebrows raised. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom.
Scandal.
I just,
You were married and you didn't tell me?
Looks over at
I just like stirring the pot. I'm sorry.
the direction of
Karen.
Douglas because I can't actually see you. I'm sorry. Mom?
Don't worry, she doesn't like it either.
So this is a family affair, is what you're saying?
I'm not discussing it with you, Coyote.
Well, apparently
Karen.
you've got your kids calling me dad as well, so...
Hot uncle.
Oh, am I supposed to call you dad?
That's bad for you. She doesn't like to share.
That's...
Well, so you've never told me about this Bridget person. I have a mom and you didn't tell me?
I'll tell you later, Clarence.
Oh, but we have a ride ahead of us, so, you know... Something we can understand instead of whatever's on the radio.
Well, I'm the running champion of the quiet game. How
Oh,
about you
no.
try and beat me at that?
Oh, but I couldn't possibly impose against a champion.
Jaren Lucian sticks his head out of your pocket and just goes, "Why is everybody talking so loud? I'm trying to sleep."
Congrats,
happened?
Art. You get to play Dr. Doolittle.
Your Famulus stuck his head out of the pocket and just said, "Why is everyone being so loud?"
Oh, I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for?
Oh, I was talking to Lucian. He's trying to sleep.
Oh.
Aren't ferrets supposed to be active at night?
I mean, they do what they want. I think he's just having a nap. But the whole reason I got this hoodie was so I can stuff him in the little pocket here, and he's all comfortable, and I can just walk around with him, and he's really cute.
Ooh,
I think it looks
I
cute.
do
on
quite like this.
Like what?
you. The K-pop.
Oh. Interesting.
La la la. La 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 la.
If you like that one, I got one. So when the song ends, he'll hit stop on the thing and bring up on his phone, and as you guys can see, like he's a fucking hobo. Like he doesn't have nice clothes. He's wearing hand-me-downs, but he has a really, really nice smartphone with an OtterBox waterproof case. He pulls up Psy Gangnam Style and passes it back for Douglas to listen to.
Oh, I've heard this one.
Do you know how to do the dance?
Of course I know how to do the dance.
Only we had
I knew you were a
somebody-
true intellectual.
Only we had somebody who could do animation, so we could just have a loop of.
Do you know how expensive animation is?
Yeah, but I would pay for just a small loop of Douglas doing.
Oppa Gangnam Style.
I would pay for it. I would give the money.
Better find an animator then, because I want that.
I mean, can I just say,
Might be able to make it.
You said he could do it.
Just a
I-
gif. All
I
want
just
is a
want to
gif.
say, is it the case that Douglas's coterie is the strange mirror universe of the Maréchal where they actually fucking get on?
Yeah.
Yep.
So Coyote is going to ask, like, how the fuck do you know the people at the college? Because I am worried for the children's.
Well,
Well, no, not right
Think
now.
I
Like
could be
like
their
later.
friends? Oh,
No.
never mind.
Okay.
no, absolutely not. No.
No, what? What's the kid want?
Oh, I was saying, do you think I could be their friends?
I mean,
Of who? The people at the other college?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
we should track them down sometime.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Absolutely not.
Could investigate.
Douglas,
No.
you mind telling us a little bit about these people? Because,
Malkavian's the crazy clan, right?
don't call them crazy. They're not
Sorry.
crazy.
They like eccentric.
Eccentric is
That's
fine.
your mother you're talking about.
Wait, she's a Malkavian?
My mother is a eccentric person?
We're learning so much tonight.
I'm sorry, your wife?
Right.
Uh.
Let's get a few things straight. Bridget is not my wife. We are simply very close. Second, all right, fine. And second, no, you will not be tracking down the kindred at the university. In fact, keep
Last
it
I
to
checked, I
yourself.
was over 18.
They're the Maréchal.
What?
Huh?
Coyote's just like rounding back from passenger seat, looking to where Douglas is. What?
I
What?
thought everyone knew where they lived. They're not hard to find.
Well, they don't exactly advertise now, do they?
Yeah, but they're not exactly subtle.
So you're telling me the Malkavian that was wandering around in the middle of nowhere was part of the goddamn Maréchal?
Oh yes, Finian. He's a good lad.
What about the other one? Was she a Toreador?
Ventru.
He's just staring at an empty seat because he can't see. Okay, all
See,
right.
the thing is, Coyote, I'm telling you this because I know that if you know what's good for your next scruff, you're not going to tell anyone. Because if they find out that I've been telling people about where they live, I'll know who to blame.
You think I want to go anywhere near the Marshal?
You really don't
I-
like the
I
Marshal.
don't have a death wish. No, you don't. No, kid, you don't understand. You don't.
They,
Clearly, we
they
don't
seem-
understand a
they
lot.
seemed like assholes, but not that much of assholes. I got shot because of them, by the way. I think I mentioned that.
Yeah.
He just gives Douglas this like pained look of why are you working with them sort of look.
Why, look.
It's alright, Sharon.
Those people who came in before the shooting, they were.
They were in the
motherfucking
Marshal,
Marshal.
Ah.
So we have a very young, very
You know, you seem very concerned about things that aren't really our primary concern.
Oh, hey, look, the
Well,
library.
Listen,
Yeah, we
certain-
should go in
certain-
there.
I imagine the car is still moving. Certain things have suddenly become my concern, including 2 of the people in this car.
Aw, he cares about us.
Oh.
Well, I don't like seeing kids get killed.
Implying
I can hold my
do.
own. And he'd like
Not
hold up
in
his
the
arm,
slightest.
but there's no
That-
muscle there at all.
Douglas, those words never left my mouth at all.
You guys pull up outside the public library.
We're here.
Try to be calm.
When they get out, Clarence would walk over to Lizzie and be like, "We should still investigate."
Absolutely.
Raven
Narrow.
lands on Lizzie's head.
I mean,
Narrow my
no.
eyes at the 2.
Clarence, we absolutely shouldn't do that. We need to be responsible and think of the children.
Coyote's gonna get out and call for Raven.
Sorry, my mom barged in.
We did hear that, yes.
Yeah, she was like, "You don't have any Red Bull or Monster drinks?" I was like, "No, Mom, I don't. I'm a college student, but not that much."
No, Mom, I'm in college. Of course I have Red Bull.
No, I left it at the apartment.
However,
for finals.
But yes, Raven will fly over.
All right,
What you want, Chief?
Yeah, you're no. This is different to actually be able to talk to you, and he gives Raven like a good little scritch.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
Look, I need you to buzz the building and make sure nobody but us here comes strolling in. If you can just like peck on the windows or something, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, you got it.
And if anyone comes, just say, "Ka, ka."
I turn to look at Lizzie. You don't understand what he's saying.
No,
I'm
I
going
don't.
to activate unseen passage.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, so I kind of
He
inferred.
he can actually say "caw caw motherfucker" if you want him to.
Oh, please tell him to say "ka, ka, motherfucker."
Rolls his
Okay.
eyes and looks at the bird. And you heard the lady.
And he'll fly off.
Listen, kid, if she shits on, or if the bird shits on you, that's not my problem. That
And
is
then-
between you and
isn't it-
Raven.
Isn't that good luck?
Not when the crow dislikes you. They target people.
Fair enough.
Oh no! Sorry. I left the game by accident.
Oh, dear.
no.
Then
Okay,
bad.
Douglas.
Well, that
you
means we have to
activate
stop
unseen-
because Kay bailed on it.
No, I say take me back.
Hmm?
So, Douglas, you do activate Unseen Passage. You quill the beast inside you. What do you want to do?
All right. I'm going to go around the back.
I activate Silence of Death, but I stay in the car and wait for the OK.
I suppose I'll also be activating silence. I can activate Silence of Death free.
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, that's active too.
I'll be sneaky snake and
Yeah,
follow the thin blood.
I'm going sneaky sneak because that's all I could do. I didn't get any tasty snacks, so I have no powers right now.
What kind of snack did she need?
You get powers based on what you feed on, so
It's stealth what? Stealth
and dex, I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
Would feeding from
What do I have to hunger?
Oh, I'm going to be right back.
Okay.
Lizzie, would tasting my blood help?
I'm not sure if I can use kindred blood for it.
What are you trying to use kindred blood for?
This is out of character. I don't. I don't know if kindred blood is usable for the thin blood thing. Because consuming blood gives us access to powers because we don't have our own.
Even if I have the discipline merit thing.
If you have the discipline merit thing, you should have discipline. But normally, they have to consume blood to get access to powers.
Okay, cool.
Ren,
Yep.
Since Lizzie hasn't reached Hunger 5, she would still have that 1 dot in Presence.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I just don't know how much time has passed, and if I...
It's until you drink someone else's blood or you reach Hunger 5.
Hey. Then I have Present.
And what about with our with our predator type?
I still don't think we gain access to it, right? Because that was what we talked about too.
Yeah, discipline from the predator type.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
It flat out says that thin bloods do not get access to powers unless you take that trait, which is why that trait exists.
Yeah. Cool.
And yeah, it's like you can still have the predator type for the other things, you just don't get powers. Somebody's washing their hands?
Oh, steak, sorry.
What?
I was making a joke.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I have presence then, but that doesn't help me get in here. So 3 successes on stealth.
Coyote has 2.
Can I poke my head through a window and activate Sense the Unseen? Just see if there's anything in there.
Are you trying to sneak up to it?
Sure.
Like, I'm just sitting in the car watching everyone. I guess I can.
I do like it was, let's send lessons and then just go anyway.
Sorry, I had to step away for a second. Did Lizzie take her blood?
No.
Okay, but you did ask about it, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to take it because I have potent stuff. Keep that for as long as I can.
All right. Coyote is going to follow after you with the 2 in stealth, and I'm gonna activate the eye so I can see in the dark. I need to figure out what thing it's. There it is. Eyes of the Beast. It's not a roll, just display the details. There we go. See, I need to see in the dark.
Yeah,
but it looks like I have doggo eyes.
Coyote's eyes take on this unnatural red sheen. and you two sneak up to the library, and you can hear a faint pecking at the window.
I look up. What is it?
Go, motherfucker!
Yes, he
You idiot! Come here.
What? What's going on?
What did you see? What's wrong? What did you find?
It's empty.
That's not what I told you to do. Bird brain.
Featherhead.
I told you.
I don't
to
think
do
you know what you told me
reconnaissance.
to do.
I told you to do reconnaissance. If you saw anybody coming other than us, to let me know, because I figured we'd be inside. So let me know somehow without making a lot of racket, unless you want to get yourself killed, that somebody's coming, okay? Because we're not supposed to be breaking in like this. You saw everybody who came with us in the car. People in the car are cool. Anybody else? Let me know, okay?
I
Okay.
had the signal.
Okay.
It's like a pop-up behind him.
I like jump. Ah.
So, Douglas, you snuck off.
Excuse me.
Is Luke not here?
Luke.
Yeah, hey.
Hi.
What up?
Did you sneak off?
I mean...
As Velvet, not you.
Oh, as Velvet, yeah. You wanted me to roll my stealth?
No, that's not necessary right now.
Not for you.
I mean, I'm invisible.
You're invisible and silent.
So, is there like a back door? Is there like a other entrance to the library?
Yes, you would find a back door.
Excellent. I would like to use my...
Larceny break-in.
Yeah, and I would also like to add my speciality in break-ins. So,
Yes. Absolutely.
so larceny and dexterity, yeah?
Yes.
Cool.
Eh.
It's what I do.
It is.
And the speciality gives me one more dice, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Sweet.
Oh,
Good job.
there's
That ain't
willpower.
Yeah, that ain't it, Chief. We're
It's,
gonna willpower.
Guys,
Hmm?
it's a public library. It's not going to be that difficult.
But the
Okay.
books are the books.
So, not my cleanest break-in.
Yeah, there would. If it wasn't for Silence of Death, you feel like you would have made a lot of noise.
Hmm.
But you would manage to get the door open. It's really not that big of a deal.
Child's play.
Good movie.
Right.
Great reference.
Bad movie. Terrified me as a child.
Remake's not too bad though.
Tangent.
I'm going
This
to...
is in character.
I'm going to slide into the building.
The door opens, and is anyone else following?
Yes.
I thought we were at the other end.
I was at the other side.
We went to the back. We wouldn't have gone to the front.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
then I'll follow.
If you guys are going to the front in a break-in,
Yeah.
I didn't know where I just said I followed the thin blood.
I follow, but I keep to the shadows, and I do have my wig.
So I say,
I'm still imagining that like a powdered wig.
so I say to Lizzie very quietly as we're walking, why did you ask your coterie mate for blood?
It's a thin blood thing. I
Uh-huh.
don't have access to my own abilities per se, but depending on the flavor of the person I consume, I have access to certain ones. It's a
Wait,
neat.
we could do that?
Uh-huh. I'm a bit of a connoisseur of people.
Uh-huh.
The only thing I can do is just mix a bunch of stuff and drink it and then move things.
You do the alchemy? Rad. Do you do it
I'm
in,
sorry.
Yeah.
Do you do it in like your body, or do you like have like a meat
Yeah,
sack
I
somewhere
have like a
locked in
bunch
your
of different
basement?
potions.
Oh, that's
Um,
less fun.
Shh! It's a library.
That's fair.
Sorry, we'll whisper.
Douglas, I'm going to have questions later. These kids aren't all right.
They're fine. You're just judgmental.
That was a reference. You like music. I'm surprised you didn't get it.
That was indeed a music group.
I got it. I'm just not in the mood right now.
What? All right.
Well, you
Well,
had a
Library,
chance,
what would you like to do?
willy-nilly, steady
Right.
out, had
Do
a
we
couple of
see?
kids.
Do we see like a set of computers anywhere?
Oh yeah, easily enough. They're along one wall.
All right.
Are there any cameras?
Roll resolve and awareness for me.
Oh boy. Okay. It could be worse.
may I roll as well to see for security system stuff?
Sure.
I mean, I'll take 2 successes, I guess. I mean, I'm not sure how you're ruling the whole obfuscate with cameras thing.
Normal rules. You need Ghost in the Machine to not appear on cameras.
Okay. I
That's
really
not too
want that
bad.
power. Can't wait to get that power.
I want you to meet Sam. Sam has that power.
Coyote, as you're looking around, the beast begins to cloud your senses. You find it hard to focus on anything right now.
Mm.
Douglas, you spot a small, very old school CCTV camera.
Can I check
Is
to
it-
see if there are any security people?
Is it high up?
Probably
Yeah, it would be decently high up.
What I'll do is I'll stop myself before I get into like the range of it, or like the sort of scope of it, and I'll just go before we go any further. Up and to your right.
Lucian, do you think you could unplug that?
If not, I could probably get it.
I don't know, can I?
Do you want to?
Can I?
Sure, go on.
Chew the It's gonna die.
No, he's not going to chew the wires. He's going to reach up and now remember, don't chew on the wires. Just reach up and kind of.
Why not?
Because I told you, chewing wires is bad.
But they look tasty.
Tell you what, if you do not chew the wires, I will get you a special snack.
Ooh, sold. And he'll scurry off.
Are there any other cameras other than that one, or do we not know yet?
That Douglas saw.
Can also check once he tells us that there is one?
Sure.
Cool.
Well, we probably got somewhere where they're keeping track of it.
So it was resolve and awareness?
Yes. So yeah, Lucian scuttles off, and I don't actually know that much about stoats.
You got 3 tens.
Wow.
Holy
Wow.
shit!
I think is that our first time of witnessing like an all?
A triple 10.
Yeah, it
Maybe a
is.
triple.
I had like 5 10s, but not in a row like that on like one of my rolls with like.
I mean, that's also crazy, but wow.
Yeah.
Good job, kid.
Mm-hmm.
But
No.
I'll let you get to the that awareness thing. But as Lucian's doing, keeping the mental connection. I'm just instructing him to be careful and not do anything, and like making him promises of delicious.
I have been to this library many times.
Yes. You know that there is only the one camera on the inside, but you remember seeing a couple more outside in the front.
Great.
Also, there are cameras out front as well, so we might not want to go out there.
Can I go back where the librarian would be to like get into the employee only area?
Yes. What are you trying to
Cool.
do?
If there's cameras, we can just unplug the system. It'll be fine. Or I can get somebody who's more tech savvy to, not set off alarms when that happens.
I can do that. Or disable the security.
Kid, hey, psst. Lizzie.
Yeah.
This way.
On it.
Yup.
I guess I'll stay here with you guys.
You did a good job pointing them out.
Just keeping you on your toes, Clarence. Of course, I'm still here.
Cool.
Yes. Boy.
Yes, I am cool.
I'm hip with what the kids are into.
But Lucian is able to disable his camera without shocking himself.
When he comes back, I take out my pocket bacon I keep for just this occasion and reward him. It's in a sealed baggie.
That's a reference. That's a reference. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But I let him.
Pocket bacon.
That's right.
Delicious
Then
pocket bacon.
Then I kind of like glance to Clarence and. So are you like into Lizzie?
Into?
Yeah.
He'd like look
Are you-
confused.
He's like a deer caught in headlights.
What
like-
are you?
I mean, she's nice. She's a little annoying sometimes.
She's right there, kid. We're all within the library.
No, I figured this was like after you two had walked
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, you guys walked off.
Oh, okay.
We're gone. We
Okay.
left.
I didn't know if like Clarence was in the doorway or something like that watching us.
No, I stayed with the other two.
Oh, okay. Cool. Sorry. Apologies.
You good?
So like, do you like her? Because you seem like you were excited to hang out with her.
You like
Douglas
her,
is
like
going
her.
to text Chris to touch base if he's okay.
It's like busy cat right now. Heart.
I mean, I was excited because she is also like me. And like, she actually knows stuff. Like, she knows what it's like, Those sort of things. Connection.
Douglas, you get back. He's under the couch. He's not coming out. I don't know what to do.
try waving around a sock.
It's under the
He will probably
The cat.
Are you talking about Roger?
The cat.
want to play. Yes, we're talking about Roger.
Can you send a picture?
Can
Do it. Ask him for a cat pic.
Clarence, is this really the time?
Oh my god.
I mean, you're texting him. We could always FaceTime him.
Oh my god. Love it.
Coyote's just face palming.
Oh,
No.
we could take selfies. It'll be our heist selfies.
No, we're not
That'd
doing
be fun.
I
I've
forbid
never
it.
actually taken selfies with people before.
We can tell you what. We will take a good old-fashioned, non-search, Google searchable selfie at the Haven. You know,
I have
where
a
we're
selfie stick.
safe.
Oh my god, he would. What a dork.
I'm dying.
I think Coyote is behind Clarence, right? Like,
No, you went
No, they
off.
to walk
walked
over.
away.
We went off to
You
go
guys
Oh,
shoot
okay.
the
I
thing.
didn't know if you mean we can't hear this in a dead silent library? Okay.
We
You probably
can't.
hear
This is
something
the
just
worst
out
game of silent library ever.
You probably
Also,
heard him
I
say,
have
I have a
I have-
selfie stick. 'Cause
Yeah,
I feel like he forgot to whisper.
we have two of us have silence of death active.
Right.
Mm.
Back to
So you
the
just hear
task.
Clarence
It's
talking to himself.
just like,
It's fine. It's fine.
you know, all of this is fascinating. Lady Sharon, my dear, could you please do what we came here to do?
Of course. And I'll head over to the computers now that the camera's down.
I will follow.
and you're
I
trying to get schematics of the office tower.
Yep. Black
I
Web,
do
let's
love
go.
you, children, but you do terrify me at times.
Is there a way I can help her out?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, you could argue that, since they know Black Web stuff, they could try to give, pointers. For,
I was just
extra dice roll.
picturing he was over her shoulders, just relaying information because he's already been to that website before, I think. Because that's how he found the information that he did know. So he'd probably be like, "Oh no, don't go there. You can go there." And then I think this is the best way to get to this place.
But do you disable the library's parental?
Oh god, it flagged it as porn.
They block out social media too.
They do. While they're working on the computer, can I go over to a window and open it to try and get him back?
Yeah, you open the window and a few seconds go by before he just flies in.
I give him a little scritch like I normally do. What's the word?
So there's a guy a block away, reading like a nerd.
Yeah.
Don't think he's coming this way, but
Okay.
that's the only person I saw.
Why do you know what a nerd is? Ooh,
You haven't spent a lot of time around
reading a
here.
book. Around what?
Around cat.
Cat. Oh, cat. Okay. I thought, listen, they brought an actual cat into the Haven. So, for some reason, I thought you're now talking to felines. Oh, okay. So, who did Cat call a nerd?
I ain't no Stitch.
Yeah, you just told me everything.
No, I didn't.
I
No, I didn't.
I
Pluck
just
the
continue
thing.
to, yeah, I
Just plucks a feather from his.
I just continue to give him scritches. All right. Which window can you see the guy from? I want to take a look. Is it on this side of the building or the other side of the building?
Oh, he's like a block away. I did an aerial.
Ah, all right. Well, you're doing a good job. Keep it up, okay?
Okay, want me to head back out?
Yeah, please.
Does he want some pocket bacon?
You're
He
looking
will
things
eat
up.
anything.
This is a public library, we said, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there a way I can make my way down to, like, if we have any archives or anything?
Try looking at archives.
Yeah, I just want to see if there's anything, like, on this company, because sometimes they have stuff about, like, businesses and stuff.
They would have to be like local, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but that could also tell me information. If they're not in there, that means they're not local.
Okay. Roll me.
Also,
Resolve investigation.
Okay. Would you say this is deduction?
Deduction?
That's one of my specialties, deduction.
No, deduction is like, if
Yeah, I
this
know.
is true, then this must be.
Cool.
If you want to change it to like help you figure out the answer to something, sleuthing would probably be more specialty you want to write down.
Yeah, no, it's fine. He's more of a deduction person anyways.
Sharon, you're looking things up and you managed to find the base schematic of the building it's located in, and calling it a tower is generous, as it's about 5 stories at the most.
Use willpower.
Their tower isn't very long. It's disappointing. But good for us.
Oh my god.
Gonna take out a
3
jump.
successes.
Yeah.
Gonna take out a blank jump drive and down with that shit.
Okay.
Alright, I got it. And then I just blank the computer.
You were whatting the computer?
Wiping the
blank
hard
it.
drive.
Yeah, I wipe
Oh.
it.
You've destroyed public property. Good job. They have no OS on this system anymore.
It's fine.
It was an old computer. It's bound to go anytime soon anyway.
I almost wish Sam was there. Like, why didn't you use a virtual machine and it would have all disappeared? And why?
So Douglas, Sharon just said that she got the files that she needed. Clarence?
Yeah. What about me?
You disappeared down into the archives and got 3 successes.
He probably would have told them beforehand, like, hey, I'm going down here.
Okay. Cool.
He's not Finn. He doesn't just randomly walk away.
Come on, Finn, join my family.
Because you don't have enough children. Looking through, you don't find anything on this company, really. It's not originally from Vancouver.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. There's a sleepy lad.
Sorry. I will say it's 12 in the morning, so...
No, I'm just teasing. No, it's fine.
Yeah, we just have about 15 minutes left, and then we'll wrap up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cool. In that case, then. Yeah.
I think we got everything.
Yeah.
Could I try and find something on like ammunition trade and like those sort of things? 'Cause, you know, like sometimes in history, they have like, oh, this is a really big thing during this time period, sort of thing, something like that. If that makes sense.
I'm not sure exactly what you mean.
I'm not good at wording things. So
are you
like,
looking at black market purchase
Yeah.
history of like
yeah,
all
like
the
the
loot
history.
in Vancouver?
Is
Yeah.
that the kind of thing you can find in a library?
Well, if it's like a part of history, yeah.
I mean, if you've got access to to a computer and can find the right holes into the darknet, then
Well, I guess it's more on like obviously it wouldn't be like recent black market trade, but because we are dealing with immortal people.
Like, during the Cold War, etc.
Yeah, they'd say like during this part, they this war, armies tend to get their weapons from this place,
I'm-
and even though they are illegal here. Some I don't. Or like a militia, a tiny revolt happened in this city, and they somehow found a way to get weapons.
I confused.
I'm very confused.
Same here.
Ah,
I'm sorry.
I'm really sorry.
we'll move on.
Well, hang on, like, because I thought what you were looking at was like the purchase history of like any munitions in and out of Vancouver.
I mean, like, yeah, but also like, I guess I was trying to see more if it's like,
Oh, if there's like a historical precedent for it, or like,
yeah, if it's something like this has happened before. I guess.
So you're like trying to figure out how long that you're trying to find clues that there's that a particular company might have been operating for how long or however long.
Yes.
No, that's actually a decent idea, because if you can figure out how long like a certain company's been around, and you're probably not going to find
necessarily, like-
specifics, but
I guess like trying to see if like there's been like a common history of like obviously like I said not in the recent past but like of like smuggling of these sort of things recently. Like not recently but in the past, just to see like maybe get a gauge like you said of like maybe these are the same people, maybe they're not. You know, they are immortal, so
so
sort
you
of
want
like-
to
if a certain type of smuggling has been occurring for a certain amount of time, more so than usual, you can deduce that perhaps the guy who runs it might be of a certain generation.
possibly.
I think that's okay. I'm actually starting to make sense of that now. So you're trying to figure out one, the age of the company, and two, if in the past they've been revealed as a certain person, who those persons might be.
That's what
Well,
I'm getting out of it.
Yeah.
Question for
Yes.
Douglas specifically then.
Sure.
Because he would be able to make this logical leap. Did Navina tell Douglas that this guy has a history of acquiring things from other people and not necessarily earning them himself?
She,
I believe she did.
Yeah, I think.
So might want to be
she-
careful in assuming what generation he is because he's, a pirate.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
I
nice
was thinking
business. This
more-
is mine now.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking more like about him himself, just more on like the history of Vancouver and in terms of like smuggling these sort of things. And like maybe if there's some like patterns, I guess.
That's true.
Maybe.
Does that sound good to you, Ark, or?
Sure, roll another resolve and investigation.
I don't think she mentioned her mother was a part of it, but she would spill the beans on Cade because she doesn't fucking like the guy, and she.
I mean, I've got her name written down, so.
Oh, then yeah, apparently I did.
Yeah. Like.
I think Desert mentioned Bonnie.
Yeah.
Oh.
I did because I wanted him looking into her.
Wow.
I'm
not sure if I should say.
I'm not going to eat your mom anymore.
Okay, 4 successes.
Probably. There was an asterisk.
Things heard during Vampire the Masquerade.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna eat your mom anymore.
Probably.
Probably.
I've just realised I've been neglecting to actually look into Bonnie. I should probably go on that.
You might be surprised.
Okay, so
What's up, Ark?
I didn't have anything prepared for this.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. Just need a minute.
Mm.
Well, I guess what I would have said is, I mean, we can do this in future, or I could say I already did it, but I think Douglas would have at least done a Google search on Bonnie Marlin on his secure end.
Sharon, help me pull up the Google.
You would have found Ark, if you don't mind me.
Go ahead.
Okay. If you looked up Bonnie Marlin, there would be a number of articles about how she was a inheritor to a company that owned cruise lines, and she got them in a divorce and took over the business and made it even bigger, and then suddenly disappeared. The business is basically defunct, but the ships have not been decommissioned.
I see. See? Oh my god.
Ah!
That's how they're getting the fucking munitions over.
Congrats! You figured it out.
Sorry, what was that?
They're getting... Okay, so Kate's getting the munitions overseas, and he's using the cruise ships to get them into the country. Hey, I did a smart. Probably someone else knew this.
You did good.
To be fair, it hadn't actually been said out loud.
Yeah, but everyone else probably quietly thought that because they probably already knew.
No, it's
Or
okay.
they probably
I was
already
never
heard it.
told
Well,
that this person
yeah.
was a thing. So
You're new. It's all.
I mean, I knew, but it's because it's my character's mom's backstory.
yeah.
But yeah, that might be. God, we should probably at some point look at the shipyard too. Damn it! I didn't even think. I'm such a dummy.
Douglas, are you alright? The bird said he saw somebody, but it was just someone about a block away just reading a book, so I don't think it was anything other than a college student.
I have schematics of the tower.
And then I think Claire just come back up and be like, well, the company's not from Vancouver.
Where are they based at?
I mean, the company's not from Vancouver.
Hawaii.
Let's get back to the car.
Well,
Alrighty.
Castle.
boss, if you need somebody to infiltrate their base on Hawaii, Clarence and I will volunteer to go since we can be out in the sun.
Have a vacation.
Shh, you're not supposed to tell him that part.
We're not gonna have a vacation.
Marilyn.
There's another look from Sharon at the two.
He's using Marilyn to
Marlin.
To smuggle the guns.
Who's that?
Who's
The person, the little henchman thing we were talking about earlier.
His
So-
Person,
concubine.
lady.
So
Concubine.
Navina would kill you!
if we behead Marlin, we cut off the source, and she reaches for her sword.
Kid.
Wait, but what does that have to
Hey.
do with the?
Coyote just puts a hand on Lizzie's. Like, settle down there, Tiger.
How
Let's
is-
get.
Yep, let's get in the car. You heard Dad.
Yeah. How
We'll
is he?
discuss-
How is he using her? Okay, no, we'll talk about it in the car. Yes, that's
Okay, so
good.
you guys
Let's
head
not
out,
talk and walk.
close the door behind you,
Mhm. I
and head to
relock
the
it.
car. You relock it, I'm not going to ask for a check.
Yeah, it'll be easy.
And you guys get back in the car.
Cade was described as someone who would take anything that wasn't nailed down, as someone who would take things by force. Corporate shark, perhaps. Modern day pirate, more likely. He took an interest in Bonnie Marlin. Marlin, whatever. I'm not.
The fish.
I know.
was-
I keep saying it how I say it, and then you correct me, and I'm just like, that is my
It's
accent.
fine.
I don't know what
I'm
you're
sorry!
just let's use code names. We'll just say Finding Nemo.
I hate you.
Call her Nemo.
Call her clownfish.
She owned a company that specialized in cruise ships.
Go on a cruise.
Well, I wouldn't count on it. It's now defunct, but the ships were never decommissioned.
So they're just pirate ships?
They're smuggling ships.
It's actually kind of
But wouldn't they have had to have some kind of front as to why there is a decommissioned cruise ship in the waters?
Well, they aren't decommissioned. They apparently are
No.
thinking that they're supposed to still be sailing.
They might. The head of the Hydra might have been quelled, but it's still around, essentially. Bonnie Marlin isn't dead. Pronounced dead, she's pronounced missing.
Mm-hmm.
More than likely, her company is now just another front for Cade's operations.
So who is this Bonnie Marlin person? Is this someone that we can get hold of to talk to or anything like that?
She's another Ventru.
Oh,
I believe.
great.
Which would mean she could be... Which means that for one thing, she'll be incredibly tough, and for another thing, she'll have Dominate at her disposal.
And I think if she is the named head of this company, he would keep her pretty close.
Wait a second. Didn't you say the name Marlin earlier on?
Yeah.
Wait.
No, he didn't.
No?
You didn't?
No, he only said it in reference to Bonnie.
Wait.
Okay.
You mentioned knowing. You said you ran into a young kindred who looked too ahead of themselves. Did Coyote ever get that name? Is that what you're confusing?
I don't think Coyote never got the name, no.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't even know Navina's name. He just knows what she looks like.
All right, in disregard, because it was like, you talked about Navina, so it wasn't
Yee.
clear if the name was ever said.
No. It was, there's Finn. There's Finn who needed an escort home. And then it was, okay, what do we owe you? A kid needed to go home. The fuck is wrong with you people? Walks out.
See, I initially heard kidney, so I was a little concerned.
Kidney?
No. Yes, the kidney needed a walk. That's just how it is. And then I ate it afterwards.
You don't want your organs before having them with fava beans and a Chianti?
Okay,
Yeah.
we're almost done, so we need to wrap up.
Cool.
1 minute, make it happen.
So
Right.
the plan is what, to catch this Marlin woman?
I think it's the same as before. We need to get information from their tower.
Hey!
It's possible we might run into them.
I can look more into this Marlin's company, whatever it was.
Hey, boss. How much of a boon
Yes.
would they owe us if we delivered this Marlin to the Marischal?
Kid, you're playing with fire.
I'm just curious. We're already going to be dealing with this, right? If we... Eventually, they're going to not be happy with what we're doing. We're not on the Shrek net or anything, guys.
Let's not rule it out.
Well, from what I understand, then aren't we just giving information?
If we're looking for ships, we should look for. Oh, you guys broke into the ship before. Did you get any information on the ship log?
I have the official log, but it's not what was actually on the ship.
Wait, you guys broke into a ship?
It was pretty cool.
But did it say where it's like? Would you be able to recognize? Did it have like a company logo? Did it have anything like that? Something that you would be able to figure it out if you saw it again? Because we might need to start staking out the docks. No pun intended.
Didn't we always do that?
But actually waiting for people instead of, stealing a log.
Do I remember any logo or anything?
No.
They were unmarked, I believe.
The ones that we saw
We're
weren't
still
cruise
listening
ships.
to
They were pretty small. They weren't the big ones. I imagine one would imagine if they were part of a company that went under, they probably would have taken the registration off of them, at least so that looking at them you wouldn't be able to tell. Because if you want to hide, you don't want to have something like that.
Branding is everything, though.
I feel like the most suspicious thing would be to have like an unmarked thing.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's like seeing like a white van.
We
It's
will go to the office building if they have a main computer system, it would probably have some correspondence between Cade and his beneficiaries.
I can ask Raven to watch over the docks in the daytime.
Excellent.
If I'm not around for whatever reason, probably for like hunting and that sort of thing, I'll ask Raven to report back to your lovely lady friend here. And he gestures to Sharon. Because she speaks
if she could
bird.
blush, she would. I do
Right.
speak Yamanol.
Right. To the office building, then.
Which office?
The one you guys just found out information about.
Oh, okay. For a second there, I was confused. My apologies. I
And
was
you
like,
guys head off that way, and we have to wrap up.
Damn.
Woo! Fun.
There was a lot of digging around.
We got stuff.
I
I'm
love you guys.
sorry.
No, it was all fun. I enjoyed every bit of it.
Well, a lot of it was
Cool.
like, wait a second, these people are weird. Holy shit, it's a thin blood. Oh my god, my bird can talk.
Coyote needs to calm the fuck down.
He really does.
Did you feed me a Malkavian while I was in torpor? Is that what happened? Did you do that? Why would you do that to me?
Do this.
Good job. Coyote found out he was a gangrel. That was my favorite line.
I was just like, for Douglas, he just assumed Coyote knew how to do it anyway.
No, he didn't. Not the way I figured it is because he didn't have that high animalism. He just had the familiar. I figure because he was so in touch with the beast when he was in torpor before, when he woke up, he woke up with a little more animalism.
Ah, I've grown more powerful. Oh shit, you can talk.
Yeah, what's up?
Ah, the bird, it's talking to me. We need to put Coyote in a cell with padded walls.
Are you sure you're not a Malkavian?
Yeah, I was like, he spent too much time with the little Malkavian boy wandering around.
Did we want to do this next week?
Yeah, if you're available.
Yeah, I should be.
Cool.
Now we should probably wrap up so Luke can go to bed.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Me too. It's getting close.
Yeah, you too, Ren.
All right, let's do some quick outros, guys.
Woohoo! Hey, y'all. I played Coyote the Gangrel, and my name is Krista, and I go by Spoiled Chestnut on the interwebs. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Patreon, and my own Discord. I do lots of stuff, including do art. I did the drawings for the characters in this game. I've drawn characters for other podcasts, Let's Plays, and things like that. And I also do my own Let's Plays in the evenings. So come join me sometime. We have lots of fun.
My name's Luke, otherwise known as Count Widget, and I am a goober on the internet. I do a number of things, kind of just with other people doing streams. Mondays, you can hear me clown around with my friends on Heckett_Gaming's channel.
Woo.
With Danganronpa 2 currently, and hopefully soon we'll be moving on to Danganronpa 3 because I'll get lines again. Because all my characters are now dead.
Oh no.
No!
Oh no.
Oh no!
That sucks!
It happens. I knew my characters were probably gonna die because they either had victim, murderer, or villain energy. So that's just how Danganronpa works out.
So
But,
are you saying Rachel typecast you?
Maybe a little bit. So And over here, you can often find me playing Mr. Velvet in this lovely game that Ark runs. So yeah,
All right.
that's me.
I'm Kay or Casey, now as I am known on some of my stuff. Social media, that's the word. I mostly do cosplay, and I'm slowly getting more into like streaming of like RPGs, that scene, and those sort of things. The one game I was hoping to start doing a stream for, my mask campaign that I will actually be DMing, which is going to be interesting. But that one actually is put on hold for a bit because of scheduling issues. So hopefully I'm going to actually start up one with some people I know IRL, and it's going to be Monster of the Week.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, I have a whole idea for it and everything. And we'd actually be doing it in our school's like podcast room, so it'd have good mics and all that. So that'd be fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're gonna get that started soon.
More importantly, you guys have a school podcast room. How about
That's
that?
fucking
That is
amazing.
fucking
That's
sick.
badass.
It's in our like media commons, and there's a backdrop for photo shoots. There's the podcast room. We also have a recording place for like what's it called? Like a sound booth thing for like singing and music and stuff. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I got a new camera too. Well, it's gonna be coming for Christmas. It's my Christmas present. And so hopefully I'll get started on the yeah, on that side of things. Sorry, I forgot what I was talking about.
So
Oh, and then I play my new guy Clarence in this. I was originally Mallory in the other one, but then I had I think it was my throat or something that was hurting, and I don't remember. I was sick that week and it was horrible, and it just sort of like left a bad taste in my mouth for the character because I was sick. So I was like, I need a fresh start. So I got a fresh start, and I like him.
I like him
Good.
too.
he's a good boy.
So yeah, he's
Douglas loves
Clarence.
his kids so much.
Only
Yeah.
children.
They need mom back.
Yay.
Well,
They
Right.
really don't.
I didn't even know I had him on.
You do now.
Well, now you have what was it? Disheveled uncle.
Yeah.
Was it like hot grungy
Did you say
uncle?
a hot hobo?
Yeah, grungy.
I mean, that's not
grungy
wrong.
hot uncle.
Grungy hot uncle.
Sure, if you like hairy guys who have long hair and an unkempt beard.
Trash bear.
I mean,
It's
that's
fine.
just me. It's literally
Luke,
just
you're
me.
cute.
It's trash bear. It's fine.
So, Shake,
Hi everyone, I'm Shay. I've been playing Sharon, the Nosferatu, for this game. I also play Dr. Epione when we're on our other group. I do some art. I have a Twitter at Jim Shay. It's supposed to be at Shay Jim, but it's at Jim Shay for some reason. So I have just a little bit posted. I do some digital stuff, some characters, some concept art. Got into doing maps, and that was interesting. That was fun. I'm going to start putting up more stuff when I can soon. You can also catch me on this channel as in a few other games as well. Disney.
Oh, go ahead. I thought you started. So excuse me. Yeah.
No, we start with Chestnut, and then it goes Luke, Kay, Shay, and then me.
Go ahead.
Hello, everybody. I'm Art Survivor. I've been the storyteller for this evening. You can find me on Twitter at TheSageKirby. And I am now officially a member of the PartyWipeGames admin team.
Woo-hoo! So that's why you changed your color. I was so confused.
Yep.
Hooray! You can finally ban me.
Mhm.
Yes. It's coming soon. Don't worry.
Excellent.
But you can usually find me here, especially on Tuesdays, which is the highlight of my week sometimes. Most of
Woo!
the time.
Oh.
Same here.
And so you can find me here at 5:30. You can also find me here on Mondays for Forest for the Trees, where things are changing.
You can do a little soft reboot.
These times they are a
And
change.
normally you can find me on Forgebreaker tomorrow at 4:30 Pacific Standard. But we are currently on a break for Forge taking a vacation.
We will not be doing anything until January.
So yeah, I think the next time you'll find me is Monday. Unless Krista pulls me into one of their streams.
Yeah, probably going to happen. But it's mostly a like, hey, I'm doing a draw. Talk to. Like that kind of thing.
As a draw.
I'm doing a draw right now of a really cool D&D character. It's possibly one of the best line work that I've done this year, so I'm super proud of it.
I really like that glaive.
Alrighty. Let
Did
me
you
get mine
post
out
one?
of the way so I
Hold
can get folks to bed.
You didn't do yours, Ren.
I didn't. Let me get mine out of the way. Hi, I'm Rin. You're currently watching our channel, PartyWipeGames. We're going into the holiday season, but we should still be streaming at least on the days that don't conflict with said holidays. We normally stream most days of the week. Mondays we play Forest, as was mentioned. Tuesdays we are here, of course. Wednesdays we're on Forgebreaker, but we're on break, so we might be filling something else in during that time. Thursdays we're here with Outro, who's in the chat, where we play Packet Loss, a Scum and Villainy game that's pretty awesome.
How
Fridays,
many packets have you lost?
it's a running joke. We lose several all the time. My engineer / hacker destroyed her hands instead of having her hacking rig get ruined, so I had to regrow them Deadpool style. She had baby hands for a little while.
Hell yeah.
Oh God, I remember that clip.
She had little baby hands, and then her sweetheart, her crew sweetheart, they had a touching moment, and it's kind of implied that she did not use the baby hands. But anyways, Fridays we. I wanted to see how quickly that would break someone.
Jesus Christ.
Agreed, yeah, Jesus Christ.
They finally got their moment, and he chose to act when
On
she
this
had no
Big
hands.
Christian channel, how dare?
This is anything but Christian.
Friday we do book readings. Currently, I'm working my way through Good Omens with Shay. We're just shy of halfway through it, and it's a blast to read.
Oh yeah.
Who's your favorite character so far?
That's up to Shay. I know who my favorite characters are.
Shay, who's your favorite character?
Oh, probably dog.
Dog is a good boy.
He's a good dog.
My favorite's Aziraphale.
I like the additional horsemen, but that's just me, and they haven't shown up yet.
The horsemen are great.
Yeah.
I like the this only shows up in the book because it got cut for the Netflix bit. So when you get to it, I really hope you enjoy it. The bikers that join the four horsemen.
That's the additional horsemen. Yeah, that's.
Oh, they do show up?
No, they're in the book. I don't know about in the show, but that's a shame that got cut because that bit is gold, and Shay's probably gonna love it when they show up because they're my favorite. The horsemen in general are pretty great. I like all the stuff with war, but the biker horsemen are so good, and their titles gold. Anywho, folks need to get to bed, myself included. So we're going to wrap up here, and we are going to once more raid because they are playing Mirror Shadows.
Also, Avernus on Saturday.
Really good.
Sorry? Oh, yeah, and Avernus on Saturdays. Haha, that's a thing we do. But we're going to raid Mirror Shadows again. They were nice enough to stop by for the start of the game, and they're playing right now. So if you want more Vampire the Masquerade, go give them a look-see-loo and say hi.
Yeah, Mirror Shadows is a good dude. I've talked to him a little bit.
Sweetness. All right,
Nice.
folks, have a great night. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.